They're different system roles, I promise. Hi everyone, and welcome back. This is Devin, for once, a host of the Aether system. And one of the questions that we've gotten a lot on this channel is, what is the difference between secondary host and co-host? Like, they sound like they'd be similar things, but for us, the way we work is they're totally different things. So first off, I'll start by defining the word host. And the host is one of the identities with someone with a dissociative disorder, be it DID or OSDD, and this is the identity that is out the most frequently, the one that takes care of most day-to-day things like running errands, work, school, whatever it is, that's your norm. A lot of people's hosts are actually also the core identities, or the originals, the people who were born into the bodies, which people kind of use host as kind of a catch-all phrase, but the host isn't necessarily always the one who was born into the body. And there doesn't always have to be only one of them, which is where the term co-host comes into play. The co-host is basically when you have more than one host, and that's the case with us. We currently have kind of like three-ish, or at least three central alters that kind of split off, which was the original thing that was born into the body. And the secondary host is a completely different system role from this. And this may just be a weird system dynamic thing in the terms that we just use for our own benefit, but I drew up a diagram, and it's shaped like a big triangle, so I'm going to give you a heads up. Big triangle, with the host being in the top one here, and the secondary host being here. So the secondary host for us is kind of the one who is usually co-conscious with the host if they can be, the one who's like the kind of backup, the second in charge, the VP, and one who makes sure everything kind of like sails smoothly throughout the day. The one who is like able to step in if the host gets overwhelmed, or possibly reach in and get other alters and try to push them towards the front if need be, and if they can do that. So in a way, I suppose secondary hosts are sort of like gatekeepers and like kind of the main backups. But ours is a little bit different here. Considering that there are like three main identities, there is me, Parsifal, and I put Xavier there because like he's kind of on the same level as us, so I figure he belongs here, but it usually looks like this for the most part, with me and Parsifal kind of like co-hosting and being the main ones, and then Dante being my backup and Liberty being Parsifal's backup. Liberty made jokes about having to babysit Parsifal for a long time because for a while he didn't really understand social norms and like how to be nice to people, and he really struggled with like not sounding like he was angry at everybody, and it was kind of funny trying to watch Liberty babysit that. But yeah, long story short, the co-host basically means alter who is part of the small oligarchy of hosts, and secondary hosts are basically the vice presidents of said hosts. And I hope that cleared things up a little bit. And if it didn't fully clarify things, we'll be having a DID vocab video coming up soon. We've been wanting to do this for forever, and I think we're going to start writing down words that we would like to define. So if there are some words that are like DID and OSDD slang that hasn't been seen very frequently and you would like people to have good definitions of, if you've got the definitions, throw them down in the comments down there below. And on your way, you should totally hit subscribe and become a goblin, and you should probably ring the notification bell too, just so that you know when we post things, because it's pretty random when we post things on Tuesdays and Fridays vaguely, so it'll keep you in the know. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and we will see you all in the next video. We totally bought Minecraft, and I am totally building some gigantic mountains right now.